What's up, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. You know who it is. It's your boy. I'm Gary G. Garcia, along with my brother and partner in misinformation, Brian T. Licata. And today, holy shit, it's finally happening, yo. With us today, we got my man JoJo. For those who've been watching the show, they know that every Monday, I am honored to be on the JoJo and Scotty show every Monday, doing Conspiracy Mondays, or Conspiracy Corner, I think we call it now. And we've been trying to get you on the show for the longest. You canceled on us about what was it, five times maybe?
I think seven.
Gay. All right. I like the name of the show is Will JoJo Show Up? So yes, I'm here. Now last week, see, I got all kinds of dad stuff I have to do. So I'm responsible for all that nonsense. Like there's like wrestling lessons and like all activities and stuff. I'm responsible for all that, man.
The wrestling
lessons.
You tackle your kid when he comes home from school. That's wrestling lessons.
I wish. You know, I'm an old dad, man. I'm trying to keep up with these kids.
Nah, every now and then you just got to hit him with a chair.
The chair.
Just to let him know that.
Give him the chair.
Yeah, just to let him know that, you ain't playing around, yo. You know? But I'm glad that you're finally here, dog. When you texted me.
Nah, listen, it's cool to get on, man. I know, man. It's been a while since I tried to get on, and it's been a while. I know you've been trying to get me on, so this is cool. Last time we did it live, which is really nice, man. We did it over at the place you guys do comedy.
Yes, so technically you have been on the show, and you went on the live show, which is great. Lauren's on the line, my lady. How you doing, Lauren? Hope everything's good.
Gay.
Yeah, I'm glad I got you on finally, dude. We get to talk a little more because when we go on the radio, we really only do like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We don't get really a chance to talk about shit, man.
We're gonna do at least 17 tonight.
Plus,
dude,
it's radio rules too. You got to keep it on. Like it's we're doing a show, so you got like time limits and stuff, and this is kind of like a free for all. So I like this.
Yeah, man. My daughter's on the line. What's up, Jasmine? Glad you're here. I actually got to talk to her a little earlier. JoJo, I do want to say something, man. Yeah. Not everybody is on your hours. You've woken me up the last 2 days sending me shit on Instagram and on TikTok, and I'm hearing bling, bling, bling going on. And it's like 6 a.m. I'm like, is this dude fucking nuts, man?
See, that's the problem. I'm up at like 3:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. So like 6:30, 7 o'clock, I'm trying to send people stuff. What'd I send you?
Oh, you send me a bunch of stuff, man. And I'm a little upset because a lot of the stuff that you send me, I'm like, dude, we talked about this.
Oh, yeah.
And you're we spoke about it? And I'm like, we talked about this stuff, man.
This is all my wife, Gary. Let me tell you, man. You are plan B, dude. She loves you because you come up with all this conspiracy stuff, and it all ends up being true.
I don't, man. I just watch a lot of shit. None of the conspiracies
you hate when that happens, G?
None of it is my theories, man. I mean, I have a couple. There's a couple. Like I think that Biden's been dead for some time. That's my own thought.
I heard that one lately.
My thought is Biden is crook. Are you feeling froggy today already, dog? Are we gonna start doing that? Then fucking all right. That's the direction
I love you,
going.
bro. What's good?
I missed you. Let's start. Let's start a little softer, man. Let's start a little softer. How was your week? How you just went away on a trip? You was in LA.
No. I mean, Joe, we don't have to get to me right now. But I'm just. I'm happy to be here, JoJo. I'm happy you're here. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Is that your apron hanging over there behind you? Is that your apron?
Would you like me to bring it closer for you to see? I will.
Are you in a hotel room? Is Brian in a hotel room?
No, that's his whole entire house right there. He's in his kitchen living room right now. And then if you go to that right door, that's the bathroom bedroom.
That's New York living right there.
Yeah, dog. And he's paying probably more than all of us. 800
square feet.
These are the pastas in Italy. Now, if you'll notice here, this is where the rich Italians are from, and then way down here,
that's where you're from.
Yeah, they keep the dirty ones down here.
Where are you from? Where are you from, Brian?
Acco.
Jersey.
Yeah, Acco.
All right.
fucking Jersey. I don't think that motherfucker. Have you ever been to Italy? You ain't never been to Italy. Have you ever been to Italy?
No.
No? Do you have a desire to go?
I do, yeah. My dad's been there. You can still see the building that my great-grandfather lived in. His apartment building is still up. The rent's increased a little bit, but it's still there.
JoJo, what are you? What's your background? You're Irish?
Scottish.
Irish,
Welsh.
half Italian. My dad was a full Italian. My mom was Irish, Swedish, and I don't know, Native American, something like that.
Now, have you ever been to Ireland or Italy? Have you ever?
I did Italy. We did a 10-day tour in Italy. That was the last thing we did before our kids were born. That was our last hurrah. So we did like a 10-day bus tour. It was fun, man. We saw everything. We went up and down the coast and saw everything we needed to see, and then got out of there in like 10 days.
What about Ireland? Have you been to Ireland?
Nope, that's it. I don't like to fly. It was bad enough getting me on that flight. It's 9.5 hours to London, man. I want no parts of flying. I do not like flying.
That's a lot of time for something to go wrong.
Exactly.
Like I remember when I went to England, it was like I think almost a 12-hour flight, I think. Something like that. And I remember thinking that's a lot of time. And we never landed. We went straight from America to London, and it was
there's really not too many places to stop along that
I'm just saying that's a lot of time in the sky for things to go wrong. And we spoke about this before,
though. You do a nice soft water landing when you're going over the Atlantic. They let it down easy, like an old man getting into a bathtub.
See, but that's the only problem is once we get into the water, I'm still fucked.
Okay,
yeah,
so
when you're over the water, man, there's nowhere to land. That's the problem.
I'm still fucked. But planes, we have mentioned this though, man. If you look at it, they predominantly get to where they're going.
They do, man. I know. You get turbulence up in the sky. Most of the turbulence doesn't bring a plane down.
So I was on a plane yesterday, and the pilot was kind of funny. You know how they come on, in the intro. But the thing I didn't like was his word choice. He referred to the plane as a tube of metal. Right now, I've called it a tube of metal before. But I don't need the pilot to call it a tube of metal. I want him to call it like a
tube of degenerates.
An advanced high tech, aircraft, machine or something.
Dude, if it was that high tech, do you think they would allow you on it? Do you think they'd fill it up with a bunch of U's?
I did fly first class, so.
What's that like?
Thank you very much. It was very.
I've never flown first class.
I had a mushroom and leek frittata with some cantaloupe. I had a hot cinnamon bun. I had
you get food in first class?
A biscuit. Yeah, if it was a long flight. It was from LAX to JFK.
Yeah.
It was
I
sick.
don't like flying.
I'm not gonna lie. It was sick.
I've only flown it looks like something's on my lip. I've only flown I think 3 times in my whole life. The last flight I didn't mind so much. 4 times. I've flown 4 times. The last time I flew was with Adam, and we had to eat a bunch of fucking edibles to get on the plane. That was a fun flight.
Now, if I could get on a flight and they could just knock me out and I get wherever I'm going, like my wife likes to travel, but 9.5 hours is probably my limit.
You gotta talk to your doc to get some flying Xanax.
Yeah, I have. Our buddy gave me some.
Okay, that works too.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Okay, let's get into it, man. Because Brian, we haven't spoke about it at all, and you sent me a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Thomas Kurzepa asked JoJo, do you think Trump got shot?
Yeah,
we spoke about this.
Yeah,
I think he did.
Yeah, I think he got shot. Yeah.
What about the fact there's no scar?
How do we know there's no scar?
You just look at his ear.
You can't see it.
There's no scar. Like you look at his ear.
Where did it come from?
You think if you look at Evander Holyfield's ear, you don't notice that part of it got chopped off?
Okay, do you think he set it up?
Yeah.
Really? I don't know, man. That's a lot.
Allegedly.
Here's the
I want to make one thing clear before we continue. All views and opinions on this show, that's all they are. If you're coming here for like real news, I'm not saying you won't get some here and there, but if you actually listen,
I go out direct quote from Gary.
Yeah, because we got taken down. They took down one of our episodes from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Dude, what was the quote though? The direct quote.
Allegedly, I said. Allegedly,
no, don't say it now, dude. Don't say it again because then it's gonna be on here.
No, say it, Gary.
I heard that some podcaster said this, which is false.
I heard some podcasters said that all these can kill you. And I think that, look, they all can kill you. I mean, it's not necessarily the V itself. It could be something you have that doesn't agree with the nation with a V and an ack in front of it. My daughter says most planes mess up during takeoff and landings. That is so true. So right at the beginning and right at the end.
Yeah, my wife did. Remember my wife was on that flight? The bird went through the thing.
That's right. That's
right.
Yeah,
I time it out. I feel like if I'm about 30 minutes to wherever I'm landing, I feel that plane could probably get to where I need to go. I was flying once, and there was a pilot, and he was going from one city to the other. He wasn't flying. He was in the seats. And I asked him, I sat down, I was like, listen, this thing shuts down. What happens? Is it like a cartoon where this thing goes straight down? He's like, no.
No,
he said, you're going so fast.
Yeah.
You're going to glide, and most likely, even with one engine, you're going to glide to kind of get to where you're going. So that made me feel a little bit better. But yeah, I don't know. I'm up there, man. I get that turbulence, bro. I start sweating. I'm holding on to the handrail.
How about that dude who landed it in the Hudson, the river? That guy Sully who landed insane. The plane. Yeah,
gangster. You know,
King Handles commented that actually when I was saying it.
He said, I helped Sully land the plane on the Hudson, never got credit. Well, listen, man, if you're looking for man's credit, you're looking in the wrong place. Just be happy knowing that you help people survive. Themore says, why is flying Brian first class? Why is Brian flying first class? You know he ain't paying for that shit.
He said, who is flying Brian first class?
Who is flying Brian first class? Who is
this podcast?
Yeah, right.
You guys make money off of this yet or what?
Yes, we do.
Okay,
if you guys drop $1 in the comments.
If anybody wants to throw some money on those comments, feel free to do it. Christmas is around the corner, and Gary ain't got no money for presents.
You need one of those codes, man, on the screen that I can scan with my phone and donate $1 or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess Brian's slacking on that.
We could put a QR code right on the side that people
can
use.
You put it up now. I'll put $1 in right now. I'll be the first one.
There you go. Brian got how do you create it, Brian? Do you even know? I don't know how to do any of that shit, man.
Just for that comment.
We need to hook up Bitcoin too, man. We need to hook up Bitcoin. This way somebody can give us like a fucking one little piece of a Bitcoin, and then it just, it keeps going up. It's the gift
keeps going down.
What do we care? Doesn't matter. King Gamma says Epstein Airlines gives free Quaaludes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but that's after the flight.
Yeah.
Jaffa says takeoffs are the scariest to me. Yeah, those are the most dangerous parts.
To me,
takeoff and landings.
Landings are the scariest because it's like your joke about not wanting to get shot on the way home from work.
Yeah.
Like
you don't want to.
Then you
came
die,
all
dude,
that way, and then you
die
in the landing.
Yeah. Let me die on takeoff. Don't make me go through 4 hours with this screaming baby.
And some fucking Indian dude sitting next to you with his fucking shoes off and his legs crossed. That's another thing, too. Why is it whenever they take their fucking shoes off, they can't just plant them on the floor? They always got to put them up either in between the chairs or cross their legs. The last time I was on a flight, I got a picture of it on my Instagram. It was a while ago, but the last time I was on a flight, this dude was there. He had his foot crossed, nasty ass, fucking dry feet, peeling toes. It was gross as fuck. I was like, really, dog? Pointing in my direction. Didn't even have the decency to cross his legs, so it was pointing toward the aisle. No,
that's a little foul.
Cramping me in with the fucking, with the window seat. The whole bottom was white and peeling. It was gross.
So on this flight, do you remember when I was at my cousin's wedding in Wisconsin and I got that flight credit I was telling you about? Do you remember that?
Yes, I actually do. Yes, you took the credit.
That's what gave me the first class ticket. So I got booked on a job to Tucson, and I went from Tucson to LA. Instead of that company doing me round trip JFK or New York to Tucson, I had them get me to LA, and then I used that flight credit for the first class ticket. After flying that first class trip,
you're never
I'm
gonna go back.
Flying coach again.
Yeah. That's the problem with that shit.
It's not though. It's not because I just won't fly.
Now, is first class? First class is in the back of the plane.
It's in the front.
It's in the front.
Oh, the nice seats you go by. Yeah, the big thick seats. Yeah. I flew Spirit like 2 weeks ago. I'll never fly Spirit again. I'm ready to give up on Spirit. It was the whole family.
My wife almost died on that shit.
Bro, we were going.
I was almost a widow.
It's dirt cheap for the whole family. We fly round trip. I don't know. It's like $100 or something. But it's Spirit, and man, that place stunk. It stunk like body odor. It was a bad clientele of people.
They do pick you up in front of your house. That's a plus,
dude. It was awful. I'll never fly Spirit again.
Themore asks, "What's JoJo think of all the first ladies in American history being men?" We spoke about that, remember?
Yeah. This is
Remember
all
that?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Mike Obama. I think he's got great shoulders.
But here's the thing. I'm at the, because we know for a fact that, allegedly in France, you know, the chick that is the first lady out there is a dude. There's a lot of
good self-censorship though. What you just did.
Allegedly,
like some self-censorship
I'm learning.
is bad, but
I'm learning that I gotta just say allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah, you're off the hook.
People don't understand that everything I say is allegedly.
Because you started with it's a fact.
Yeah, well, look. You look at the evidence. You tell me what you think.
Well, no, bro, but I'm saying it's not a fact.
You're right. It's not a fact.
It's not a fact.
It's not a fact till they pull down the video. That's when it's a fact. Once they pull down the video. It's allegedly. Everything we say, man, look, I think, first of all, when we start the fucking show, I say, you are my partner in misinformation. So I think that should clear us of any wrongdoing.
No, it gives them an immediate flag to then just scan the rest of the episode.
But no, doesn't that give us the right to say that it's all just us having conversation and joking about shit?
Maybe we should make the first line, this is a comedy podcast.
King Hammer says, I was on a night flight with bad turbulence and the lights inside the plane were flickering on and off. Mad Final Destination vibes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was on a flight once where all the fucking things fell out. We hit a turbulence and all the oxygen masks fell out.
Yep.
And I screamed like a woman. And they had to calm me down and say I was making all the other passengers feel uncomfortable.
See, I couldn't handle that, man. If that happens to me, I'm banging my head on the side of the plane until I'm unconscious.
No, what's funny is
I land. I don't want to live through any of that.
They told me, you got to relax. You're making the other passengers feel uncomfortable. And I said, oh, really? And you don't think it's the fact that this plane is dropping like 10 feet by the second? You don't think any of the shit that's going on this plane is making us uncomfortable? It's me. We were all sitting here quietly, and then I just started flipping out. Get the fuck out of here. That's what's making us uncomfortable. Jasmine says, I was going to say the more you fly, you earn points. And sometimes, depending status, they will upgrade you to first class, too. First class is the best. I wouldn't be able to go back after that, though. That's the problem. It's like when you go to Great Adventures for the first time and you get that pass for the lines. I know you do that. You go to Great Adventures with your kids?
Oh, yeah.
Do you get the speed pass or do you wait online?
I'm cheap. Yeah. I just went to Disney. We didn't pay for it at Disney either, man.
Well, Disney's different. Yeah. Disney's different. You got to like do that shit months in advance and set up where you're going to go.
Yeah.
But that pass, dog, if you're going to enjoy it, if you really want to enjoy the day as a parent, I'm not going to lie. Now, here's the thing. You get the pass, and then you're like, yo, this is cool. But then they have the Ultra Pass.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the shit that I hate. You want to talk about separating people. You know what I'm saying? It already cost you $50 a ticket to get in this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. $50 a ticket. Now, if you pay another, I think it's $90 for the for the thing, and then $10 each person you add to it, or something like that. You do that and forget about it. It's the best thing in the world because now you don't have to wait on the lines.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think I'm for it. You know?
Oh no, I'm for the first one.
Yeah, I'm for it because
I'm for the first one, but then they gotta even upgrade it more. It's like, okay, you managed to save a couple of more dollars to get this, but now we're still gonna make you feel less than.
That's because exactly.
A superior one.
Because the rich people don't want to be next to us, dog. And when I'm rich, I don't want to be next to y'all motherfuckers either, son. I was in first class, dog, and it was nice. It was nice.
Yeah, I bought floor seats for a basketball game once. Man, you sit on the floor at a basketball game, you never sit anywhere else again. To watch the game from the floor, totally different than watch it in the stands.
Now, what happens if you're on the floor and a player, so you're Philly, he's a Beeb, goes running for a fucking ball and then lands on you and breaks your collarbone?
It's your balls in your face.
You get like a free popcorn and a soda, Gary. I don't know.
Is it in the ticket? Is that in the ticket that if you get injured,
balls in your face?
Is there a waiver? You mean? Dick. I don't know if there's a waiver or not.
He's like, my dick.
You're being a little fucking dick orientated today, man. What's going on, dog? What happened in LA? Is there anything you want to tell us about what happened in LA?
Dude, yeah, me and Dom went to a Diddy party, the last one. It was the farewell party.
The Jay-Z thing's starting to break down. Allegedly, Gary's name is Gary. Can't confirm. D-Moore says, flying used to be a first-class experience. Now it's Con Air. Everyone is a criminal.
This first class experience was pretty nice, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I got the hot towel. The only thing I couldn't smoke a cigarette. That was the only thing I couldn't do.
They don't let you smoke in first class?
I know. How fucking ridiculous is that?
Well, some have beds now, man. You get in a plane too. You got your own little spot. It's like a work desk. You got a TV.
So that
you can lay down.
In this plane, this is the same plane they use to go from New York to London. It's an American flight, and they just started doing it from LA to JFK. The front seats, the real first class, they have beds, but the seat I had a seat that was kind of like a really comfortable dentist chair, you know?
Okay, yeah.
And I went all the way back,
like the movie theater. You can get that in the movie theater.
Yeah, and then my feet. I had a spot for my feet up top and a spot for my bag underneath, and then like a big ass TV.
Yeah, that's nice.
How big? How many inches we talking?
It was probably like
20.
Big enough to fit on a plane. That's pretty good.
13.
13 inches. All right.
Yeah, 17 maybe. Dude, it was nice. 17. Enough to where you were like you could lay back and
see. But
and
even there, nice. You was in first class. But don't get happy. There's a first class.
Yeah, you weren't first.
You're still lower.
Somebody was still laughing at you on that plane.
Jasmine says, I definitely get the lightning lane passes in Disney every time. Makes such a difference. Can't stand waiting in long-ass lines in the heat. First of all, Disney lines aren't like normal lines. That's ridiculous. That's like, you'll spend your day on a line.
See, you got to take the kids out of school and go on an off time of year.
Yeah.
That's when you go to Disney. You got to go in like the middle of February. That's what my parents did. They took us in the middle of February,
my daughter's going to hate me. Fuck Disney. Right? Remember, you just sent me, I was just telling my daughter about that too. You sent me the Moana poster. Bring up the Moana poster, yo.
The what?
Moana.
Moana 2?
Yeah, bring that up.
Oh, yeah, with the rapey logo.
D-Moore says, Gary sounds like me on the freeway where all those motherfuckers who can pay fly by on the non-freeway pay lane. Exactly.
You're talking about Easy Pass? Who doesn't have Easy Pass?
I mean, I got Easy Pass.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Which got me pissed right now because I'm going to war with Easy Pass. They're trying to tell me I own $50 for a $2 fucking toll. And I'm like, I got the fucking app.
Right.
When I go to the app, if I owe money, it says it. All right, so look at the fucking O in Moana. Look at that O. Why? Why do they have the little boy lover swirl according to the FBI? And that's just a question. You know what I'm saying? Look at the one all the way on the right.
Yeah, the child predator.
Look at the one all the way on the right. Why is that in there? Why was that in there when they did the hocus pocus?
It is the opposite. It is the opposite way, but it's still.
Oh, come on. All right, come on, man.
It does look like
all right. Now, do me a favor. Jasmine says September is a great time to go. She would know. She goes all the time. Go back to that poster. Now this is a different poster. Yeah, this is a different poster than the one you sent me. This is a different one. But let's play a game called Find the Subliminal Dick. Could you please close up on what the big heavy dude is fucking holding? Because from this distance, it already looks like a dick. But could you please close up on that?
Yeah, hold on. Let me download it because I can make it really nice and big if I download it. There you go.
Come on, man. Why? That's the question. Why is it that you'll always find some sort of diddler thing on there, and then you'll also find a subliminal dick? It's almost like every time they put up a poster, it's like highlights. Remember Highlights magazine? In the back, they would give you the things to find.
Yeah, I remember those. I like those a lot.
All right, so I don't know. That don't really look. I mean,
that's a dick.
It does, but is that the subliminal dick we're looking for? Is the question?
Yeah, but maybe the FBI,
remember,
there's a cock right here.
Maybe the FBI made the child predator symbol so cool that Disney wanted to use it for the sword.
Well, I mean, it's not a crazy. It's just like
go. Circle. There's another poster. Find the other poster.
Moana 2.
Yeah, there's another poster, the one he sent me, because that one does look like a pecker, but the one that I sent you have fucking sperm and everything. Fucking insanity. That's not it. That's another one, man.
Yeah, but this one looks like sperm right here. See it coming out of his hand?
It's coming.
Yeah, and that one
Look
also
at
has like, it looks like it has nuts.
Yeah, look at his face too. That's the face
like
I
a
made.
completely different color.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, but that's not even. I'm pretty sure if we looked at this much more, you'd find one that's
Can you send me that one?
Do you have the one that? Oh, I got the one. Hold on, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, you're saying he sent the one he sent to me. You sent that one to me.
You're right, dude. You're right. You're right, man. You're right.
Could be, Wabbit. Could be.
And the pig looks like a kid.
The pig does look like a kid.
See?
Yeah.
There you go. Now we got you thinking.
The pig looks like a kid, dude. It does. Look at that.
And it looks like with the hand on his head, it looks like he's getting it right in the backside, boy. Someone's pounding that bacon.
Look at this.
It looks like someone's pounding that bacon right there, dude. I just sent it to you.
Isn't that a cock on the pig?
Yeah, that is a cock on the pig.
Okay.
Technically, that's a straight up cock.
It's a cock on the kid.
Look at the one that I sent you, Brian. Look at the one I sent you. I just texted it to you. So send it wherever you got to get it, because you're gonna bug out on this one. And yeah, the cock itself could be the subliminal dick.
Right, it's just a cock. They're not even hiding that.
Yeah. Now, would you close in under his hand? Zoom in under his hand.
Yep, that's clearly.
Look at that pecker, dude. Yeah, look at that pecker.
Yeah,
that is a chubby. Look at the line in the head.
Yeah,
and you don't got it clear, but if you look at it clear.
And he's holding the pig.
I think the other one looks better. To be honest.
Hold on. I'll send you the picture because I sent it to him as well.
Look, he's got the kid in his arms.
Hold on.
It looks like he's stealing the child.
Yep. There you go. It's all there.
It's all there. Hold on.
Breaking news.
We could be reaching a little bit. We could be really looking at
Am I reaching? All right. All my listeners right now, I just sent it to you, Brian.
We could be.
I just sent it to you. You tell me if I'm reaching. If I'm reaching for a pecker or there's a pecker there, you tell me.
It looks like a penis. It does. I get it.
Give me a break. Yeah. Why? The question is why.
Yeah, no, you're right, dude. I got it on another one.
I just sent you the second picture. And tell me that don't look like a fucking pecker. Fucking.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get to the one you sent me.
Yeah, because it's already closed in. I did my own investigative reporting on that one.
Well, yeah, it's still zoomed in.
Let's see it. Okay, that doesn't look like a pecker.
Yeah, I think the other ones do too, bro. No, I do.
But that one, you see the bell head with the slit.
I think you can see the bell head on the other one too, bro.
Cream on both of them.
Oh, wow.
Man, why?
Dude, this one you see a bell head too.
And you could say that, oh, well, that's just his sword, but it's in everything you look at. Yeah. If you go to any of their posters, you're going to find.
Bell head. Look at that thing, dude. Look at that.
That looks more like the penis there, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Kind of does. He looks proud of it, too.
Yeah, look at his face, man.
Anatomically correct.
Yeah. There's the cock and the kid again.
What is this? This kind of looks like a little bell head on his chest, too.
Now, that's some sort of probably some.
And his belly button looks like a butthole. Look, 100%. 100% that's a butthole in his belly button.
I think so. Oh, shit.
I mean, in the panda eye. Don't know if y'all know. We know about the panda eyes, baby.
What's the panda eye?
I don't know that.
We did talk about this, G, didn't we?
Oh, man. Listen, here's the problem that I'm going to have to make sure it doesn't happen when we're on the show, JoJo, is that you and Scotty are always waiting to talk. You're never listening, okay? The panda eyes is, you ever notice all those little kids in Hollywood, they have those black eyes under their eyes?
Oh, yeah.
It's what Chris Brown gave Rihanna.
No, those were black eyes. The panda eyes, they say, comes from busting nerves in the anal, allegedly. King Handle says the views of Gary and Brian don't necessarily represent the views of the podcast. Exactly.
Off the hook, man.
Yeah. Exactly, man. They don't. But fuck it. While we're delving into the whole thing of conspiracies and shit, let's talk about it, Brian. And let's talk about it, Scotty. The fucking drones over New Jersey. Have you seen any?
He calls me Scotty. Really?
I mean, I'm sorry, JoJo. You know I'm used to Scotty. I'm used to Scotty being on the show. JoJo.
You're good, man. You're good.
JoJo.
You're good.
Have you seen any of them by you? Because you're in Jersey. You're with me.
Yeah, man. We see them. We see them. My wife's obsessed.
Man.
She'll go out there. Yeah, bro.
You have video?
No.
No.
We don't have
Why
video.
aren't you videoing?
What we think we're looking at is a drone. I don't know, man.
I was trying to find a high quality.
Did you at least get like a telescope? How come you haven't gotten a telescope?
No, we haven't got a telescope. You can see it kind of hovering around. It could be somebody it could be with all this drone nonsense. It could be somebody with their own drone. I have a drone. I was ready to launch it through the neighborhood just to get people all going crazy. I don't know what we're looking at, man. I don't know what we're looking at.
Yeah, but your drone ain't gonna look like. Do they look big? You've seen.
They do look big, yeah. But here's a problem. Like my wife is into it. Like she's way into it. But they're not doing anything wrong. They have the proper lights. I think they are looking for something.
They have the proper lights. He said.
They have the. I mean, if you're trying to hide it, why would you even put lights on the drone?
No, that is true. That is true. That's a good point.
They're not trying to hide it. I believe it's all part of a psyop, dog. It's all psyop. They're putting these things in the sky. They're putting all this media attention to it to make us think it's aliens because they want us to get used to seeing things in the fucking sky and not knowing what it is.
But finally, this has been going on for 2 months. I've got a buddy who's a state trooper, bro. He's told me about this 2 months ago. They've been chasing these things. Now they're finally talking about it. Now they're talking about they want to they're saying they're going to shoot them out of the sky. There's restricted areas now. Now they're finally doing something because everyone's awake to it.
Dude, Operation Bluebeam. Could you please bring that up?
I heard about that today. That's what I said.
You heard about this last year.
I know. Sometimes it goes in one ear and out the other.
You heard about this last year.
I got to listen to you more.
Operation Bluebeam, dog. I said that, apparently there was some CIA dude that I was watching. So all this is all allegedly, but I watched it on YouTube. So go fuck yourself, YouTube. But apparently what he was saying was that, America was going to fake an alien invasion.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going to be real, it was going to be our ships and shit up there, whatever you want to call them, our flying things, man. King Handel says everybody wants aliens until aliens show up. Yep, I agree with that shit. But I will say this, man. I think it's all a psyop, man. I think right now this is the first stage to see what our reaction is going to be.
Yep.
So they keep flying them to see what our reaction is. Right now, the reaction is most people ain't buying that shit. Some people are caught up in it. But most people are kind of like, it's probably the government, allegedly. I mean, this is just my opinion, but they're saying that, eventually there's going to be like a big thing, whether we make contact with them or we wake up one day and there's a big mothership. I don't think it's any of that. I think it's our shit.
Why here? Why New Jersey? Why are we the only country?
Why not New Jersey? Why not New Jersey?
Why?
There's a lot of stuff here. Fort Dix. It's not too far from New York.
But why not? DC. Why not Jersey?
It's a perfect landing spot.
Lauren lives right past some sort of military shit there. I see all kinds of military planes there all the time. Mm-hmm. So Timor says, well, now I got to ask, what's the shape of the earth, JoJo? Uh-oh. What do you think, JoJo? What do you think? What's the shape of the earth, man?
I can't confirm anything. There's so much crazy shit going on. I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. It's a perfectly round. I don't know. I have no idea. I would say I'm probably 80% it's round, maybe 20%, but I was 100% round a while ago. Now I don't know.
I'm a round Earth skeptic.
Yeah.
That's the best way I could explain it.
We might be living in a snow globe. Who knows where we're living?
Mark sent me some shit the other day about like some dude who went to Antarctica and was like, it's definitely round and this.
Oh, yeah,
and that.
I saw that. Yeah. But I was
it was on Billy Carson. I said, Billy Carson. I said, dude, you just lost all credibility, man. Traveling Runner says, peace, fellas. Merry Christmas, Rated G. Merry Christmas to you as well. And that's we're allowed to say Merry Christmas again. That's exciting. I know
we haven't been to space. I know that.
Even though you can't tell by looking at my background, I really don't celebrate Christmas.
How big is that tree? Is that one of those trees you put up when you don't want to put up a tree?
6 foot.
Okay, that's not bad. All right, you put some effort in there.
Yes, I didn't. Well, my son bought it for me. I like it. I think it's cool. It adds some flavor. Me and my cat, we sit on the couch, and we just look at the lights. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not really into because I gotta take it down eventually. That's just gonna be there like a plant.
Nah, dude, you'll have that shit down. Dude, no, you won't, bro. You'll have that down so fast, dog.
I like it though. It's fun.
I know you do, but
like it's very
you'll
mellowing.
take
I
it
smoke
down.
blunts by it.
Yeah, you should get, dude. I'm gonna get you. I'm getting you some house plants, ones you
No,
don't
I
really
don't
have to
want
take care
those.
of. Too bad, getting them for you.
I don't want them.
Get fake ones, man. Put it up there. It'll dress it up real nice.
No, you
Put
want
that,
real plants.
Put that thing in a bag, man. When you're done, put it in a big bag. Throw it in the closet.
got a
Bring it out
box.
next
What
year.
you need to do.
It closes like an
hit that
umbrella.
Cash app
Oh,
right there to
shit.
your right.
Oh,
Scan the
shit.
code.
Fucking Brian, on point. Look at you, dog. Look at you, man. Big up to Brian.
Just put a little code in there that says rated G, so I make sure I send Gary his app. Gee, we're almost at the point where we can cash out on YouTube.
Ah, shit, man. Things are happening. That's good because the rent is due.
And and on briantlicata.com/shop, you now have to pay for shipping. So it's now a profitable business. Before, when you bought something,
Brian was giving this shit away.
my credit
like,
card
Brian,
was
yo.
for the shipping.
I was like, Brian, yo, I feel like I just ordered some shit. I feel like it was real cheap.
What, t-shirts?
Dude, yeah.
Oh,
everything.
we got it all, man. If you're interested in supporting the podcast, man, go to briantlicata.com/shop. Check out the fucking rated G drip, man. We got it all. We got the
Onesie's
onesies
the
for
best
the
seller,
kids.
actually.
That's
the
a
best seller.
onesie for real?
Why wouldn't
Yeah.
it be the bestseller? We got a lot of people that like baby play.
You put a Disney logo on that.
You know what I'm saying? We got the Yo Dom hats. We got the rated G shirts. We got the Round Earth Skeptic sweatshirts, hoodies, shorts. Go check them out, man. Go be a fucking rated G member full. Dive in.
We
All
gotta
right.
be
Show your
stitched
love for the
now.
podcast.
Stitched.
Show your love for the podcast, man.
It's a nice sweatshirt. I've had this sweatshirt for years. I don't have the stitched one. I got to get the stitched.
Yeah, I'm ready to get a new one. You know, but it's dope. Beautiful conversation piece. And big up to the I don't remember their names, man. These two chicks that I met last night at the show. They it was the first time they ever caught me, but they listened to the podcast. So big shout out to you ladies. Thanks for coming out. King Handle says Gary is discriminating against the short trees. Why am I discriminating against short trees, man? I got nothing you know, I'm short. All trees are kind of tall to me. You know?
Are you Jewish, Brian?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that's why you weren't decorated in the back. I thought maybe that's why.
Oh no, Brian still celebrates Hanukkah. He's just not Jewish.
Yeah.
Well, he's Jewish in the sense he doesn't want to spend money on Christmas.
Dude, no, I just did some shopping today, actually. I got some I did good this year, boys. You should be proud
Did
of me.
you?
Yeah,
I
did
haven't
good.
gotten shit for anybody, yo. When is Christmas? Wednesday?
Yeah, it's next Wednesday, man. Come on.
If I'm able to get anything, it'll be on Tuesday.
No, we
Debo
never
said-
landed on the moon. Never,
I just-
ever did we land on the moon. We
We never landed. I
don't know how they're covering it up, but they are somehow, some way. Look at that thing that they say landed on the moon. There's no way.
Nah, dude.
Why have
I'll
we been back? We'd be back by now.
be back? Dude, we'd be on Mars. We'd be on Saturn, or at
Yeah.
least circling that shit. Listen, I just watched this thing. You know, everybody knows I watch Candace. Candace just had that dude on. She just interviewed that dude who asked, he goes up to the astronauts and he tells them to put their hand on the Bible and say that they went on the moon.
Yeah.
And then Neil Armstrong punched him in the face.
Okay.
You know what I'm
honestly,
saying?
I mean,
Like,
that's
why-
better
why-
than lying on the Bible?
Exactly. He punched him in the face. Then none of them are willing to put their hand on the Bible and say that they swear they landed on the moon.
Don't we have two astronauts stuck up there? We can't get back.
Yeah, but they ain't on the moon.
Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to them.
They're in a hotel somewhere, dude. They're in a hotel taking acid.
You got me thinking. Now, I talked to a buddy about this, and he said,
Oh, yeah. Astronauts Gone Wild is the name of the flick. Yes, it is, Timor. Thank you.
Now, it would have to be a massive cover-up, though, to cover up the fact that
Not
we didn't go to
really.
the moon. How many people
Nah.
have to be involved in that?
A
I mean, there was a
Fewer than
rocket
you
ship
think,
that
dude. A lot fewer than you think.
lot of people have to be involved, but a lot fewer than you think. Because
It's so
when
easy to
it comes
compartmentalize stuff.
when
in
it
the
comes to the
government, dude.
media is going to put out whatever you say. You know what I'm saying? So you really don't have to deal too much with them. And this is all allegedly.
Yeah, so you just lie above that. You lie above top level of the media. You know, you even have people you work with. Like, they could have had people in command that thought they were
I
on the
thought they
moon.
were watching it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they thought they were watching it. Exactly. Not necessarily everybody has to be
The only
down
thing
with
they
it.
had to do
Everybody
was just
has to
fucking.
be full.
They like when the guys like walked onto the ship before they blasted them off. They just had to take those two guys down. That's the only people they needed to be in on it at that point.
Exactly. And it's, you know, it's considered one of the greatest accomplishments of mankind, which is why they protect it so dearly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't believe it, because I just look at just logically, you know, what we would have to believe is we have less, like we could do less with more technology. Because remember, this was in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even have cell phones.
They didn't even have lights at a baseball stadium, dude.
Exactly.
They played the day game of the World Series in 1969.
And I can't even call Jackson without my phone dropping.
Right.
From Atlantic City.
Phone line from the moon.
From Atlantic City. And and mind you, the dude said today, which I also didn't even realize, first try. First try. We didn't send some people up there and they blew up like the teacher did back in the day. First try. Boom. Made it. With great phone service and everything. Demo says, what % of mainstream media is fake news? Mainstream? I'd say
half.
My opinion would be 80%.
Yeah. I don't believe anything.
Would be my opinion.
There's always a narrative, man. They always have something. They're going to spin it whatever way they want to spin it.
Yeah. My opinion is it could not. I think like when you watch the news and they talk about something that happened in the neighborhood, that's true. You know what I'm saying? Those little feel-good stories every now and then I think are true. Some crime shit. You know, if they rob a bank and it's, you know, breaking news and they cover it a little bit. School, well, I want to say school shootings. But
there goes
that's
the
a
podcast.
That's a touchy subject. Well, I didn't say they were fake or nothing like that.
I know.
All I'm saying is that's the stuff that's covered. Other than like, that's the stuff that's covered. I think some of the smaller stories are probably true. I would say 80%. I think personally 80%. You know, is fake news. I mean, even in the fake news, you have to have a little truth. Doesn't there have to be a little truth? Like even in the cover up for JFK actually had to die. So there is truth. You know, I mean, if we all believe what we saw, then he did get his head blown off.
Well, yeah.
Now the question is who did it?
Yeah, but you're saying like JFK was in on it. JFK.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't in on it. He obviously got his head blown off. So it's but there was some truth to that story. Is the point I'm trying to make?
Yeah, well, yeah, but
the president did get shot.
That's not the story in question. No one's questioning whether or not he got killed. People are questioning who killed him.
Exactly, but what I'm
saying, so he got shot, but Trump didn't
get
shot. Is that what you're saying? Kennedy got shot, but Trump didn't.
What I'm saying is,
what are you saying, Gary?
Well, here's the thing. Kennedy had the brains.
Where were you the day Trump got shot, Gary? That's what I want to know.
If we're looking at what we're looking, and I'm going by, here's the thing. I'm going by the two things that I saw because I wasn't at any of the places. So I'm going by just what I've seen on television, obviously, which you can't believe anything you see on TV. But if we're going to believe it at face value, then I will say that Kennedy had the brain matter to prove it, that he got shot because his brains came out the back of his head. Trump, look, I'm not saying he didn't get shot. I don't know. I'm just saying it wouldn't be, I would not be shocked. I'm unflinchable. Right. I would not be shocked if I found out it was all just staged. Because either it was staged, here's the thing.
Somebody died that day. Two people died
Either, so we're told, and that's not to say that they didn't. I'm just saying that we're told that. I don't personally know, you know. JFK was not shot. So much homework to do. JFK is Jimmy Carter. Facial recognition matches, his wife matches. That's a new one I haven't heard there.
All I know is Gary has only canceled 2 podcasts in the last couple of years. One of them was on July 13th, 2024, and the other one was on January 6th, 2021. So that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, you know.
What is the assumption you're trying to get people to get at there, Brian?
I want everyone to draw their own conclusions from those 2 facts.
JoJo, where were you on January 6th?
I don't know where I was, man. Not worried about that. That's for sure.
Here, let's try this, dog. You get picked up right now, right? You're walking down the street, you get picked up because you fit a description.
Yeah.
Where were you last Thursday?
Damn, that's a good question, man. I don't know. I'm sure I got an alibi somewhere. Probably kids' wrestling practice or something. I can't tell you where I was January 6th, though.
And that's the date that, like, they
I
thrown
can tell
down
you
our
where-
faces.
I can tell you where I was. Washington, D.C.
Yeah,
Were
I
you
know.
there?
He was
No.
climbing through windows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you bring some Gladstone with you?
Hold on.
Any souvenirs with you?
See, now do you recognize him?
Yeah,
That's you.
Brian fits every white masked hooded murderer that's out there.
Yeah, you do look like somebody who would kill somebody.
He looked like the dude who shot.
Yeah.
We were talking last week. He looked like the dude who shot the banker.
100%. If you had
We
the
all
mask
thought it was
on,
Brian.
The
I would have
healthcare
turned.
guy,
I
not
would
the
have turned
banker.
I
Brian.
mean, the
in.
healthcare guy, who's making a lot of bankers happy.
That's true.
They're all connected.
You got the same eyebrows. 100%.
So Brian, where were you last Thursday?
I was at Don Marrera's house. But he probably wouldn't remember, so we couldn't
So
verify
that's
that
not
to
an
him.
alibi. That's fucked up. Your only alibi is suffering from fucking loss of memory. That's some
No, he just
shit.
wouldn't. He would remember. He just wouldn't want to admit it.
I couldn't tell you where I was 2 days ago. Like off the cuff. I have to think about it.
I mean, if
You
you,
know?
had to come up with an alibi, you probably could figure it
No,
out.
where was
Right
I
off the
last
cuff, I couldn't
Thursday?
say
If
where
I
was
think
last
about it,
Thursday.
obviously.
Last Thursday, you were just getting out of detox for your alcoholism. This is his 7th day without drinking, JoJo. Let's be proud of him, everybody.
Are you not drinking, Gary?
Are you kidding me, man?
Come on.
I don't have a problem. This dude, he's just been pushing
Dude, what
this
did they?
narrative.
What did they do? What did they tell you in detox?
Well, I know that's what alcoholics say. They say I'm not an alcoholic, but I'm not.
See, you're
know?
not a. I don't peg you as a drinker. A drug
No, I'm
abuser,
not.
100%. But not a drinker. Yeah. Like I don't know what you could be on right now. Listen, we did that live broadcast. I saw shit go down in the kitchen I never seen live, man.
Yo, don't be talking like there's Diddy
Yo,
parties going
I'm
on here,
just
man.
saying, it wasn't that bad.
You ain't
But I'm
seen
like,
nothing that ain't normally seen in
There
a
was
like-
only 10 bottles of lube in that kitchen.
and that's not illegal, dude. This is
And
a
no
lube-free
dildos.
country, and no dildos. Which
What do you
explains
drink,
why
Gary? Do you drink? You don't drink.
Tito's. Yeah, remember
Yeah,
me and you
okay.
were drinking Tito's that night. Me
Okay.
and you had a bottle that night.
Well,
on the
that's what I
stage
got
there.
now. But yeah, I never. Well, you always come in. You're usually high, but yeah, you never drink on the show.
No, I don't drink on the show
No,
because
no.
I'm
It's
usually
6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
6. Well, I get up at 5.
Well, I said he was high. I said he wasn't drinking, but he was high.
I mean, like I've gone there straight from
Yeah.
doing the show in New York. I'll go
we
there
love it,
because it
man.
doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. It doesn't make sense to fall asleep at that point.
Yeah.
You know,
dude,
and
that's
usually
great.
the
Going
Adderall's-
straight from New York.
The Adderall's still going. Not the last time, time before that, man. I was buzzing on that Addy, boy. I was wide awake. I didn't fall asleep till like fucking 12 o'clock that
I'm
afternoon.
shocked. I'm
How
shocked
lo-
you're in perfect health. It's
JoJo,
amazing
how
to
long
me.
have you guys
My
been
doctor,
doing
too.
your show now?
Since he had abs.
Scotty and I, we started like in 2008, but we were at this station in 2014, and I've never had abs. So don't even say that.
2008.
Never did I have
so
abs.
that's what?
We started in
15
2008
years
at
ago?
at
15
another station. We
years?
started
Sick.
it. Yeah, and then we started at this station 2014, somewhere around there, 2013, something like that.
And just to let everyone know, that's 100.7 WZXL, man. The Scotty and JoJo and Scotty morning show, man. And it's an awesome show, man. And I want to thank you for letting me be a part of that shit, man. I've been going on on 3 years, dog.
Yeah, no, it's a good time, man. Look, you came in with the comedy stuff, and then it would morph into like all this conspiracy, and we're like, yo, we need a whole segment just to do just the conspiracy stuff. So
Yeah, man. I'm very grateful for that, man. I get people who come to the show all the time because they heard me on.
People have watched us too from that.
love that, man. Yeah, appreciate it.
I always like dropping in anytime I'm
It's
there.
fun.
Yeah.
It's like not having a real job. I got to be honest. Like my wife gives me like work guilt because it's not. It's really not like having a real job. It's you know it too, Gary. Look what you do. You do comedy, man. You're not working. Are you choking on a blunt? What are you doing?
Yeah, he's
You are?
working out, dude. He's doing his sets.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's doing his
I thought
sets.
you were-
This
I
is
thought
his
you were
ab
a
workout.
pro,
I'm gonna
man.
hit. You're muted, Gary, because
Wow.
you're an asshole. You can't do it for yourself if you're gonna do that. Look.
See, I feel like a pussy at a party if I'm choking on a blunt. Look at you. I thought you were a pro. Wow.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, Gary. I got you.
Mute me now.
There you go.
I've been smoking for fucking since I was 12, 13.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's like 60 years. He's been smoking for 65
I'm not,
years.
look, it's not this smoke that's getting to me. It's the 20 years of smoke that's really buried down low that this smoke moves.
Yeah.
And then I have to cough
See,
it
that's
out.
why you got to get the colonoscopy, dude. When you get yours, the guy's going to look up in your asshole and he's just going to see a cloud of Newport smoke.
You didn't get a colonoscopy yet, Gary?
Nah, because the last time I went, they wanted me to take a COVID test.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I was like, why? And they were like, because we want to make sure you ain't got COVID. I said, I just did my physical yesterday. So I ain't got COVID. And they go, yeah, well, you still got to take the test. And I said, if it doesn't make sense, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, man.
So I was like, fuck you. So I haven't done it yet, but I got to go back. I got to go get my physical again. I'm due for my physical. I got to get rid of that hemorrhoid that's been living with me for like 2 years. I'm going to miss it, but I gave it a name and everything. Little G. The traveling runner, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
That's right.
It's true, man. It's true. But the problem is then you have anxiety of feeling like you're unemployed. Like I have a lot of anxiety.
You have to get over that.
I got a lot of anxiety, like I'm unemployed. Like I'm supposed to every day still go out and look for something, And it doesn't help that, like, I literally make my bills right at that time. So it's still the hustle, It's just a legal hustle.
No, don't get me wrong. I like radio, but it don't pay very well. That's why I got a wife that makes good money. She hates her job, but she makes good money. Yeah, I love my job. I don't make good money.
You and Brian right there. Yeah. You and Brian. Same way. I make good money. You make all right. Demo says, there you go, JoJo. Got a take on the Rona? You got any take on the Rona? Yeah, he knows it was a pandemic.
Oh my God, that was a scam.
They actually
everybody fell into it, and I had neighbors texting me personally on the side. Me and my wife never did it. We got she went and got a religious exemption, and she helped some people out with work. We were never going to do it. And I'll be honest, man, when it hit, we were going to sell everything here. We were going to sell all of our houses that we have here and move. And that was it, man. We were going to find a place somewhere where they weren't making you get it. And that was it, man. That was life changing. That was hard.
I moved to Florida during that.
Yeah, we almost had.
I had a video business that I started, and I was doing work with the comedy club, and they closed. So then I had lost my work. I was out of work, like immediately.
It seemed fishy from the start. Like, I don't know, 6 feet away, people wearing I could walk into a Wawa with a bandana around my face, and that's going to stop this virus. It was dumb, and so many people bought into it, bro. We never did.
I didn't from the very, very, very beginning. No. It just didn't make no sense to me. The traveling runner says, G's been smoking since the Panama Gold days. I've been smoking since there was only 2 kinds of weed, good weed and dirt weed. That's all it was. It was either good weed or dirt weed. Tray bags, baby. King Handler says, I'm still in isolation since COVID. I refuse to come outside.
Yeah, I know someone who took a COVID test like a couple of days ago. A neighbor took a COVID test. He's like, man. He's like, I got COVID. I'm like, you're still tested for COVID? Bro, that's the cold. It's been the cold the entire time. It's so silly, man.
Well, I love the fact. I just sent you something, Brian. This shit that the government just released about COVID and how it was all, they didn't know what they were talking about. They actually admitted everything. I just sent you the file on a text.
Well, they made up 6 feet. You know that. Even Fauci,
they actually admitted everything on that thing, and I actually downloaded it from the government website. So I'm bringing receipts. Okay, YouTube. Before you go pulling me down, these are receipts right here, man, that it says the whole thing was fucking fucked up, that they made up the mask shit. The mask didn't work. They made up 6 feet because they had to pick a number. You know what I'm saying? Give me a
lessons learned in a path forward.
Yeah.
Hold on.
The fucking nerve.
All right, so what we're reading right now is from the federal government, released on December 4th, 2024. It's for the Select Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Pandemic for Chairman Board Wenstrup. After action review of the COVID-19 pandemic, the lessons learned and a path forward from the U.S. House of Representatives. And this is the final report from the Subcommittee of the Coronavirus Pandemic, which is underneath the Committee of Oversight and Accountability. So what do you want to read? You want me to read this?
Well, I mean, look, grab something and read it because I haven't gone through the whole thing. But I mean, I would suggest if there's somewhere we could put it.
Hold on. Well, yeah, let's. Yeah, I'll try to find the link.
What's it? 557 pages long. I don't know. It's a scam. How about that?
It's pretty long. But now now the new thing, like we were talking about before, bird flu, dog. Bird flu.
But don't you feel like too that they've tried so much that even if these are with these drones too, people aren't believing anything. I think they shot their load with COVID, man. I think.
Oh wait, go back to that real quick. Right where you were. Right where you were. I saw something right there.
Yeah, it's the first thing. The first fucking thing.
Yeah, I saw that just now.
First thing. Number one. Okay, so hold on. It says most of you know, I strive to work collegially with our fellow Americans to provide results for all of us. That is the same mentality I brought to my work as chairman of the Select Subcommittee. During a time of intense partisanship, the Select Subcommittee had bipartisan consensus across multiple topics. Number one, the possibility that COVID-19 emerged because of a laboratory or research-related accident is not a conspiracy theory.
Put my shit back up. Put it back up, bitch.
They said it was a bat. Remember that? It was a bat.
They took our videos down.
They took my shit down because of that. Go to the next one. Let's see what the second one is. Now I'm interested. Now they got me fired up. Eco Health
Alliance and Dr. Peter Daszak should never again receive U.S. taxpayer dollars.
Ooh. Wonder why.
Hold on. I think we should just go to it right now. Eco Health Alliance. Who were they? We'll find it. Go ahead. Read number 3, Gary. Read number 3.
It says scientific messaging must be clear and concise, backed by evidentiary support, and come from the trusted messengers such as frontline doctors treating patients.
That's basically saying that Fauci fucked up. That's what they're saying.
Yeah,
is Fauci can't,
and they were shutting down all those doctors who were saying anything other than what the fuck they wanted. They were supposed to say.
Yes. Okay. Now here you go. This is that Eco Health Alliance. So federal officials today suspended funding for Eco Health Alliance. This was back in May 15th of this year. The group has been the focus of concerns that COVID-19 may have emerged from bad virus research funded by the NIH and conducted by EcoHealth's collaborators in Wuhan, China. So the Wuhan lab was funded by EcoHealth Alliance, who I'm sure the CEO was that Peter Daszak or whoever the fuck.
Yeah.
And they got the money. And that's what we were saying all along is there's that lab and the money was actually U.S. money, which is the most ironic part of it all.
Does it say anything about the vaxxers in there?
It was the very same pants I was wearing.
Does it say anything about the V's in there? What does it say about the vaxxers, man?
Well, dude, I feel like we can. This is all the federal government report, dude. So I feel like we can say anything that's written in this document
that's what I'm saying.
Is federal government information.
You can't tell me shit. Can't tell me shit.
Number 4, public health officials.
Wait. Look at number 5. We already
Hold
did
on.
it.
Yeah, maybe number 4. Public health officials must work to regain America's trust. Americans want to be educated, not indoctrinated.
Ooh, put back up my shit when I said we was being indoctrinated.
The next one calls out
Could I do number 5? Could I put number 5? Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo participated in medical malpractice and publicly covered up the total numbers of nursing home facilities.
They had him on CNN every day. Dog.
Him and his brother. Remember?
They had this dude. Oh yeah, his brother was on CNN, but they had him giving this is the state of the pandemic report from New York.
Fucking
Andrew, this fucking thing, dude.
Andrew Nipples, fucking Cuomo. The fuck out of here, you fucking.
You're a Fredo. A bunch of Fredos. In addition to these notable bipartisan success, the Select Subcommittee developed extensive findings, some of which include the NIH funded gain-of-function research at the Wuhan Institute of Virology.
Put all those videos back up. Put all those videos back up.
The Chinese government, agencies within the U.S. government, and some members of the international scientific community sought to cover up facts concerning the origins of the pandemic.
Ooh, and maybe some people on...
Bro, they're blaming China, agencies within the U.S. Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's the FBI.
All this to get Trump out of office. All of it. The only thing it would have taken Trump out of office is this.
Operation Warp Speed was a tremendous success and a model to build upon in the future. The vaccines, which are now probably better characterized as therapeutics.
Whoa, what the fuck does that mean? What's a therapeutic?
Undoubtedly saved millions of lives by diminishing the likelihood of severe D's
nuts
and death.
Wow.
Yeah.
Number 4.
You can't believe everything you read.
No, it
Rampant
destroyed
fraud.
kids. This thing destroyed that whole
Rampant
shutdown. Destroyed
fraud.
kids.
Yeah, that's
Waste
insane, man.
and
Allegedly.
abuse plagued the COVID-19
pandemic response. Rampant what? Fraud. Rampant what? Waste. Rampant what? Abuse. Oh,
Number 5, pandemic-era school closures will have enduring impact on generations of America's children. And these closures were enabled by groups meant to serve those children.
It was so poorly handled.
Number 6, the Constitution cannot be suspended in times of crisis and restrictions on freedom sow distrust in public health.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's what I said they did in the very beginning, man. All this
Number
shit.
7, the prescription cannot be worse than the disease, such as strict and overly broad lockdowns that led to predictable anguish and avoidable consequence.
Yeah. And that's just the first page, people. You want to dive into it?
I think we should
go dive into it. Go look at what this fucking government.
I'm going to see what this guy's closing statement is. You want to read this, G?
Chairing the Select Committee of Congress, that part. Let me see the next. All right, yeah. Chairing the Select Subcommittee for the 118th Congress has been my honor. I said from the beginning, this work is the single most impactful responsibility I have undertaken in 12 years in Congress, and it has been. This work will help the United States and the world predict the next pandemic, prepare for the next pandemic, protect ourselves from the next pandemic, and hopefully prevent the next pandemic. Members of the 119th Congress should continue and build off this work. There is more information to find and honest actions to be taken. The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted a distrust in leadership. Trust is earned. Accountability, transparency, honesty, and integrity will regain this trust. A future pandemic requires a whole of America response managed by those without personal benefits or bias. We can always do better, and for the sake of future generations of Americans, we must. It can be done. Brad Winstrup.
Brad, he sounds rich.
Yeah. He sounds rich, man.
He's like a guy who would be in first class.
Yeah, man, for sure. All I'm saying is, man, go through that whole thing. I don't know, once again, I can't believe everything you read in that, but that's what the government's saying.
Yeah.
So at least they're admitting some shit. You know what I'm saying? They haven't admitted nothing about the D's yet.
They're saying that Fauci was the one who hid the.
He did.
Yeah, I know, but it goes way to this is.
Now here's the question:
I can't wait to read this.
Did Biden pardon Fauci?
I don't think so. I haven't heard it now.
I think that would be everywhere. I've seen it somewhere, but I think that shit would be everywhere if that was the case.
Well, we haven't heard from Fauci in a while. He's been gone.
I will say this: if he doesn't pardon him, they threw him under the bus.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, if I'm Fauci, I'm waiting for a pardon. I'm expecting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did all the shit y'all wanted me to do. I lied to these motherfuckers. I didn't know anything of what I was talking about, and I kept spewing it. And you're not gonna, if they don't give him a pardon, they left him to rot, dude. They left him to rot.
They won't, dude. He'll definitely. He was a straw man, dude. They'll definitely hang him to dry.
You think they're gonna leave him to hang?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Why would
you don't think they're gonna pardon him?
No.
They didn't pardon him yet, man. Biden just went I think Biden just pardoned like 1,800 people.
The Timor says the government is officially on paper a tyrannical entity.
Yeah. That's literally that was the evidence that they found.
And Timor says there are no pandemics.
The governor of New York and the Biden administration, dog.
What about him?
That's who they go after in that whole document.
Oh yeah, listen, I think they're gonna pardon him, man. I don't think they're gonna let him go down like that. You think they're gonna let him go down like? What do you think, JoJo? You think they're gonna pardon Fauci?
They haven't yet. I don't know. I think Biden's gonna do to everybody right now.
I think it's gonna be probably
out of there, man. He don't care about anybody.
I'm going to make a prediction. Because not for nothing, Biden made a lot of money allegedly through all this, right? My prediction is his last pardon is going to be Fauci.
And that'll be it.
And then he dies.
It'll be the last one. Well, he's already dead. He's already dead. Themo says, need a fall guy, someone to blame. He is so obvious as the face. I mean, he is the face.
Yeah, he is.
He is the face.
They love him. Everybody admired that guy, man.
I don't know why. I never trusted him.
No, not at all.
He sounded too much like me.
No.
But I'm saying, I think, and this is just my prediction, just me shitting in the wind. I think the very last pardon he does is going to be Fauci. He doesn't want to do it now because of the backlash he's already getting from his son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be backlash if he pardons Fauci. Because to pardon Fauci means he knows Fauci did crimes. That's why he's getting pardoned.
Yep. That's the
But here's the thing. What's with pardoning people that haven't been charged with a crime? Well, in other words, they pardoned his son for what he was charged with and anything that he might get charged with dating all the way back to 2000 something. So these are things he hasn't even been charged with.
Well, if that's the case, he's going to go right down the line, man. He'll pardon everybody.
But is that part? Like, I guess they can do it. But I always thought a pardon was for somebody already locked up and found guilty.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
Like a president can basically just pardon themselves of any and all future. Like, you could be president and then give yourself a pardon for any and all future charges.
Well,
they pardoned Hunter back to like 2014.
That's what I'm saying. And
that's because they started the war in the Ukraine.
That's right.
Exactly.
By overthrowing the fucking government.
Exactly.
2014. Yeah. A couple times.
A couple times.
Hey, listen, guys. I got to bounce real quick, all right?
All right, man. Listen, thanks for coming on, JoJo. We appreciate you, baby.
Hey, anytime, man.
I'll see you on Monday, man.
Certainly, man.
Merry Christmas. I'll come see you guys.
And tell the wife I said hello. Give her my love.
Yo, she wants to jump on here, man. She'll chat with you too.
Tell her that if you should come down with COVID, I'm here for her.
Yeah. You got it.
And I'm here.
My doctor gave me. I got that ivermectin, man, from my doctor. I was feeling good.
They say in this document too. They mention ivermectin.
Yeah. It's perfectly fine. My doctor said, "Don't tell anybody I'm doing this." And I got
need to get that testosterone, dog. Get those testosterone pills in you, man.
I've been telling you.
I'm telling you,
it's all
dog.
Good.
D-Moore says, "Happy holidays, JoJo."
Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks, boys.
Members right there. Thanks for coming on.
See you on Monday, Gary. You got it. Later, Brian.
Monday,
Merry Christmas,
baby.
brother.
See you, buddy.
See you.
Yeah. So, what was I saying, dude?
He's still here. He doesn't.
How do I get out of this thing?
Just close your window and you'll exit yourself.
Yeah, close
out,
the
man.
internet. Close the internet browser.
There you go.
What if we could just hear him? Yeah, we can still hear him. He's still here.
X out of your picture, man. There you go.
I took him out.
Oh, you took him out. There you go. You kicked him out. Yeah, man. Fucking. What were we just saying? Oh, I think he's basically waiting until the end of the. Right before he goes. Because then at that point, what does he care? He'll be on the beach. You know what I'm saying?
What are we watching back there?
Nah, it's a commercial. I just want to put it back onto my flames.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
The traveling runner says, I hope our boy Rip Branson's sister gets pardoned. Rip Brandon's sister gets pardoned for January 6th. Who's that?
Rip. Hope our boy Rip Brandon.
Who's Rip
sister?
Brandon's? Who's Rip Brandon?
Is it Brandon? Rip Brandon, or is it R.I.P.?
I hope our boy R.I.P. Brandon's sister, rest in peace, Brandon's sister, gets pardoned for January 6th. I don't know. I don't know a lot, man. Georgia was saying, how do I turn off the tube?
Rest in peace, Brandon.
Oh, rest in peace, Brandon.
What is that?
I have no idea. Traveling. He's talking in code. But yeah, I think it's gonna be the last one he does. That'll be fucked up if they leave him out there because. Well, here's the question: if they don't pardon him, do you think that the Republicans are going to go after anyone to make anyone pay?
No.
For all the lies and all the deception?
No. I mean, I mean, the real question is what healthcare companies.
You need to move the scan code. It's under my picture now.
Okay.
Traveling runner. Brandon Dunn. Is he done? I don't know, with the mole on his face. I really don't even know what Brandon looks like, to be honest.
Brandon who?
I don't know. Brandon, isn't that Trump's son? What's
Well,
Trump's
there's
son?
Let's Go Brandon, which is
Yeah,
about
Brandon.
Biden.
Oh,
No,
that's
but
that's
about
what it is.
Biden.
Brandon. It's
Yeah,
about
Let's Go
Biden.
Biden.
Yeah,
Rest
yeah,
in
yeah.
peace, Biden, with the mole on
Yeah,
his face.
yeah. I guess I don't know.
Brandon Rios?
Brandon Rios. Who's that? Well, look at this. We're learning things.
Professional boxer?
Nah.
Right.
Nah.
No?
I don't know if you're saying nah about that. I don't know. Anyway.
Traveling.
Update.
Traveling. What's up? Hold on.
Update.
Wait, what's going on? Traveling. Brandon is.
Brandon's married to Gloria from Astoria.
Oh, from Ravenswood.
Oh, my man Brandon.
Oh. Married to Gloria from Astoria, dog.
Nah, I know what he's talking about. Yeah. Homeboy passed away and on fucking coming from work, man. One of the fucking worst ways to fucking for me. That's my dog too, man. Big up to you, Brandon. What was I gonna just say now? That just threw me off, dog.
Oh, his sister was at
January
6th.
6th. That's what.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? We know somebody. What's up with her? She locked up?
I guess she's
Can we
locked
get her
up.
on?
They locked up a bunch of people, and one thing we know for sure is Trump is gonna look into. He said he's gonna look into it, case by case. His sister got caught up in January 6th. Yeah,
And
man.
He got killed coming home from work?
No. He
happened?
died, heart attack. But I think it was after work, which is the worst way for me to go. But yeah, that's my dog, man. I don't know if you met him that day when we was over by Lou's spot. I don't know if he was there that day.
She punched the cop in the face.
Oh,
Does that sound like Gloria? That's definitely something Gloria would do.
No, not Gloria. That's Gloria was his wife. This is his sister. His sister punched the cop in the face, allegedly.
King Handles doesn't know Brandon.
Allegedly.
Was her name actually good? Was Brandon actually married to Gloria?
That might have been a name. I don't know. What was his wife's name? I don't remember.
King Handles does not know, dude.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
The sister sounds fiery, though.
The sister, yeah. Well, listen, man. Like it depends how long she's been in there. If she's been in there, right, for a few years, right? I don't know when she got locked up, but if she's been in there for a few years, he also might think that the time she did, was sufficient. But he said he's going to go case by case, and I guess that's the way you got to do it. I know there's some old lady in there who was just standing around, and she got locked up. She's like in her 80s or some shit, 70s or some shit. Supposedly, I think I read that somewhere. But it's January 6th, Jeanette. That's crazy that you could probably look them up like that by their names.
Not finding it right now.
It's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
Big up to JoJo for coming to hang out for a little while, man. I appreciate him stopping by on the fucking podcast. We've been trying to get him out for a long time. I think he was a little he's not used to podcasts.
It's okay.
Themo said she was in Pelosi's office.
Lit, dude.
Got into Pelosi's office. Yeah, that's gonna get you something. There was another comment there. What was it?
Hold on.
No one got locked up from the event. It was invitation only. No one got locked up for the event. It was invitation only. I mean, people got locked up. A lot of people got locked up. Themo, what are you saying? You're saying people didn't get locked up, Themo?
That's what he's saying.
Why don't you believe people got locked up, Themo? I think people got locked up. Right there, he's saying that one of my boy's sisters got locked up. Our boy's sisters. So somebody got locked up. People are getting locked up. I mean, right? We got people in jail. That's true, right? There's people in jails. you know. Oh well, I mean, I think they didn't. I think there were people planted in there that
Yeah,
broke
I think
windows
somebody else broke the
themselves.
doors, but once they got in, they
Yeah.
got in.
Yeah, once they got in, they got in. I mean, the video
You can't arrest the
shows,
people for
you
that.
know, shows police holding the doors in some sections. So, you know, I mean, all that's, you know, it was a riot. It
And
wasn't. I believe it was a riot, not an insurrection. That's what I believe. I just don't understand an insurrection without guns. I would think you
agree.
need more than just. It's not. What are we playing? Tag. We're playing tag. Like we got the base, now we own it. You know what I'm saying? With no guns, how long, you know, is that insurrection going to last? Eventually, they're going to surround the building and say, listen, all you fuckheads.
Less than a
Come
day.
Come out and fucking put your hands up, or we're going to go in there and fucking shoot you all. The video shows bus lined up with these people. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there was a rally before that, so I don't know. Traveling Runner says, I 100% agree. Well, he says, I 100 agree. Let me not add or take away from what people say. Yeah, I mean, listen,
Okay,
man,
hold on.
we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting.
All right. I'm going to get a timeline for January 6th, too. And we can talk about the insurrection that occurred, the riot, right? Okay. So they marched on the Capitol at 12:49 p.m., right?
It's a reasonable time.
Okay. Yeah, 1:45 or 12:45.
Mm-hmm.
8 p.m., the U.S. Capitol declares the building to be secure. 7 hours and what was that, 11 minutes or 9 minutes? 9 minutes later? 11?
It's when they took it back?
Yeah, they said it's secure 7 hours later.
It took them 7 hours to squash
dude,
that.
They have bomb scares that last longer than that. You know, dude, I set off a fire alarm when I lived in a government building with making toast in the morning, and it was an hour. It was an hour. Yo, hold on. I got a call. Yo, you're on Rated G live. It's Enda was good. Sorry, I gotta call you back.
Yo, what up, baby?
Good luck, bro.
Yeah, see ya. Enda was good. Big fan of the show.
Yeah, man. Big up to Enda was good, man. Love that dude. Traveling Runner says the YouTube link above shows her.
The YouTube link didn't even pop up in our comments. Interesting.
Pelosi purposely didn't send in extra security. Yeah, supposedly.
Oh, yeah, we knew that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's supposedly, you know, the theory. You know, it's hard to talk about things now because every time I say something, it's like, I mean, who am I that anyone should hold anything I say to any kind of importance anyway, man? What the fuck is going on here, man?
Yeah, Traveling Runner, it doesn't show up on our side, the YouTube link you put up.
But, you know, whatever. I just like to talk, man. That's all it is. And if anyone out there is listening to anything I'm saying with any kind of real, yo, I really feel what you're saying. Like, I mean, listen, just double check, you know. Yeah. Not everything I say is dumb, but a lot of it is. I feel like I'm getting I am getting a redhead over here from this fucking hat. Now I'm starting to have, remember when that dude told me I can't get a hat that fits me in the whole fucking episode? I thought the hat was too big, too small. I just thought about him the other day and I started fucking feeling.
You got a big head. Yeah. Big head.
He had me thinking about that shit the other day, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? This dude got me self-conscious, fucking feeling self-conscious about myself, man. It's not cool, man. Thank you, Timo. I appreciate that. I really do, man. How's the show looking tonight? Listen, man, we are getting very close. Next Wednesday's Christmas. You might be scuffling around, yo, trying to figure out that special something to get for somebody you love, man. If you haven't gone, go to XXXplayground.com. Pick yourself up the XXX Playground board game, which is the best sexual communication board game ever created for couples. 2 to 8 players, man. You roll that dice, man. You get fist deep into someone you love and fight 4 more people, 6 more people, and, you know, fuck it. Move that hand around. Share the love. Why not? XXXplayground.com, man. If you haven't gotten that gift yet, man, order now. Get it in time for Christmas. What do you got there, Brian?
Here you go.
What y'all think about my background? It looks kind of cool, right? I got the little flames going and shit. Oh, there she is. Jeanette Mangia. Oh shit. Dragged out of the building while still kicking at officers. Kicked an officer in the groin. Re-entered the Capitol 14 minutes after being removed. Well, facing up to 13 years in prison unless charges are modified.
That's not cool.
Arrested April 28th. Assaulting officer entering certain rooms, entering the restricted building grounds. 2 counts of disorderly conduct, 2 counts of physical violence, parading, demonstrating in the Capitol. I don't know, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
had
all
her
those charges
chance.
seem pretty reasonable, dude.
Yeah, she gotta have a chance to get the hell out. She got to kick a couple of them, and they threw her out, and she goes back in. I don't know, dog. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could argue those charges. I mean, yeah, before she started kicking, she was just posing, you know. Thanks, Timo. I appreciate that, man. I'm waiting for the XXX Playground Cat Edition. What is Festivus? I think Festivus runs parallel with Christmas, doesn't it?
No, it's the 23rd.
Oh, it's the 23rd.
Mm-hmm. And Festivus isn't over, G, until you pin me. We're doing the Feast of Strength. And since I'm the man of the house, it's not over until you pin me, Junior. That's what I'm gonna start calling you. I'm gonna start calling you Junior.
I would throw you into your shoes.
Yeah.
I would throw you into your rack of shoes, dog.
Yeah.
Do you know how much that would hurt
Dude,
you,
if
man?
you ever can't pay rent, you could sleep in one of my shoes.
Hey, man, you know, I know an old lady who did that shit. And she had a lot of children. You know? So if I'm by myself with my cat, I'm sure I'll be fine. See, that's the difference between me and you, dog. I'm short, adorable. I fit anywhere. You, tall and lanky. Okay, you couldn't even fit in a shoe. Even like a size, we can get you a fucking. You couldn't even fit in Shaquille O'Neal's shoe if you tried. I could comfortably.
I can fit
Right?
in anybody's
I
house.
can put wheels
you know
on
what,
that
you know what,
shit.
you know where I can fit? In that little crack
You
in between the
barely-
fridge and the wall. You know
you
what? You can't really
barely-
put anything in there. That's where I could fit. I could sleep in that, G.
You barely
I'm so
fit
thin.
in your own fucking house, dude. You lay in your bed and you put your feet on your couch.
Oh.
Just so you don't hurt your back.
I feel like that kind of rhymed, dude.
You know what I'm saying? You wake up in the morning, you roll over, you fucking start making coffee.
dude, yeah.
You just start making, you roll over, start making coffee. You know, take that shit. You know,
Twas
You roll over,
the night before Christmas.
your shit. Santa wouldn't even go to that house, man. You got that one little stocking hanging. It's depressing. It's fucking depressing. You walk in, you're like, could you do me a favor? Hang your jacket up on my shoes.
Yeah, traveling around just showing the anti-lankyism.
I'm not anti-link. Nobody knows the struggle.
Yeah, no, dude. See, here's what I'm thinking,
The
right?
struggle being lanky.
No,
ain't as
listen.
much
Here's
of a
what I'm
struggle as being
thinking.
short.
After just flying and having flown first class, why
Yeah.
do you ask, Gary? Why did I fly first class? I'll tell you why. Because I'm better than you. Not you specifically, but just like,
No,
most people.
You are better than me.
No,
I'll give you that.
No, I'm better looking than you, but I'm not better than you. I
Look, I would give you-
aspire to be you.
Oh man, you need to get better aspirations. dog.
You've heard of WWJD?
Yeah.
What's WWGD for me? What would Gary do in this situation?
Yeah. Nah,
What Gary
man.
would do in this
And then you do
situation
the
is go to
opposite.
self. He would go to self checkout and say, "Fuck, I'm not paying $19.99 a pound for these T-bones."
Oh, hell to the no, dog. I think the craziest shit I ever walked out with was like fucking 5 claws of crab. I don't steal everything, D-Moore. I don't steal everything, man. I ring shit up until it's the price that it used to cost me 4 years ago for the same amount of shit that I'm still buying
I just
today.
figured out who Traveling Runner is. Just figured out, put 2 and 2.
I just flew coach from Brazil, 9.5 hours of torture. Yeah. Yeah.
The Grinch G who stole Christmas.
Nah, I'm listen, man. I don't celebrate. Like, in other words, like I don't really get too into it. When my kids were young, of course, for the kids, I got into it, but I never really got too into the Santa thing. You know, they always knew I was getting them the gifts.
Oh.
But I hooked it up. You know, like there'd be no gifts under the tree, and then when they wake up, all the gifts would be out there. You know, so they woke up to like, look at all the gifts. But you know, there was no question where they came from. The motherfucker that's getting up every day, busting his ass at 5 a.m. to walk an hour to the train to take a 45-minute train ride into the city. That's the motherfucker that's, you know, that's the motherfucker that is getting you the gifts. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. But I mean, I always got them. I spoiled my kids when it came to Christmas. It's a fun holiday.
Huh.
You know, it's just now I'm older. You know, I'm no longer at the job that I was at, so money's a lot tighter, and it's like, you know, I don't see no reason to really go. Like I don't see the reason. I don't see the reason to go broke anymore. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. Whereas back in the day, it was like I'd be stressed over it because you know you got to get something. Somehow I always managed to get something. I think everybody's gonna get appliances this year because I got a Best Buy card that's still good. And I think they just upped the fucking shit to like 8G, so they in trouble. I think everyone's just gonna get appliances and shit, you know, blenders and like microwaves and shit like that. The Traveling Runner says, my pop's 70th birthday, someone stole 15 chickens, a motorcycle, and a leather jacket. My pop's 70th birthday, someone stole 15 chickens, a motorcycle, from the same place. 15 chickens.
No, this is
I'm guessing
this is also in Brazil, dude. This is
yo, but I'm guessing they were caged, right?
I guess, dude. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm guessing they were caged chickens, man. Because otherwise, you gotta give that dude credit to be able to scramble up 15 fucking chickens that are loose. I mean, it took Rocky fucking at least to the end of the movie, right before he fought. He didn't catch that chicken till like 3 days before he's about to fight fucking who'd he fight? Was it Apollo? I think he fought Apollo, or did he fight did he catch the chicken and fight Mr. T? Who did he fight when he caught the chicken? Chickens don't move at night. Oh, they sleep? I guess chickens sleep, right? You just pick them up nice and slowly, put them in a fucking bag or a box or whatever. Makes sense now. You know? You know what else don't move at night? Dead people.
Yep. What were you saying that reminded me of this? I thought about this the other day. So, what were you just saying? Okay. So the Statue of Liberty, right?
Yeah. It's apparently Moloch and drag.
No.
I'm saying there is a theory.
Okay, so did you know that it was originally intended to go at the Suez Canal in Egypt, and it was supposed to be an Egyptian goddess, right? And this is what it was supposed to look like?
That is one ugly bitch.
Yeah, right.
Little muscular. Yeah. I believe that it's in drag. I think it's something Moloch and drag.
Yeah, so
that's what I think.
So originally, it was supposed to be designed. It was designed by this guy. It was a robed female, Said Misr, or Upper Egyptian, bearing a torch at the entryway of the Suez Canal. The statue, blah blah blah. Idea for the statue was inspired by his encounter with the statue in Egypt. Right. So they recycled the idea and made it the Statue of Liberty. Right. So now I'm going to tie this to Santa at some point. So this statue is really based on Libertas, right? Who's Lady Liberty, right? Or what's known as the personification of the sun, right? So her birthday, or her like she's like the sun god, right? Now, if you look at this person, that kind of looks like George Washington a little bit, right? Or it kind of looks like Martha Washington.
Yeah, it looks
right?
more like
It looks
Martha.
looks like Martha, right? So
Yeah.
we have this, Libertas God, and this is her. This is Libertas, and if you look at her, it's a lady, and this is a sun.
I don't know, dude. It looks like a dude.
Well, okay, but let's just go with it's. So it's a person, and we have these sun rays here, right?
Yeah.
So it's this sun god, Libertas, right? So
Okay.
her,
I'm still with you.
yeah, her.
I'm still on the ride. Let's go.
Day, so Libertas celebration. Ancient Rome. Yeah, where's the
Goddess of freedom.
Yeah, I was looking at this the other day though.
That's the same page you just went to.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to see if I can find the thing I was looking at on this page. Maybe it's this one. Oh yeah, here it goes. This was it. Yeah. Yeah, it was so okay.
Festivals.
Yeah. So here you go.
Okay.
What does that look like to you?
That looks like the Statue of Liberty's face.
Right. Yeah. And this is also might I point out, this looks like the top of an obelisk, right? You know that when we look at those those pyramid things, the obelisk, doesn't this look like
Yeah,
it would
the
be on
big peckers that they like to put.
Yeah,
everywhere.
this looks like it'd be the crown of it. I don't know if that's what it is. But when you go
It'd be one
to
weird
the
bell.
festival in AD 2074, the Emperor Aurelian instituted the festival Dies Natalis, right? And in Italian, Buen Natal is, Merry Christmas, right? That's what you say to people. But it's the day of Natalis, or Sol Invictus, or the birthday of the invincible sun, on the 25th of December, the date of the winter solstice in the Roman calendar, right?
Okay.
In Rome, this yearly festival was celebrated with 30 chariot races. The celebration would have
Ooh, man,
formed.
chariot races must have been intense, dog.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the celebration would have been formed a welcome addition to the 7-day period of Saturnalia, December 17th to 23rd, Rome's most joyous holiday season since Republican times, characterized by parties, banquets, and exchange of gifts. Right.
I wonder if Trump's ever been to those parties.
Yeah. So, and look, here are some other images of, the soul, throughout, the years. But this is, here, same thing. Sol Invictus and, Jupiter. So, right. This is who it was modeled off of. The Roman sun god is that statue. Okay. Now that's the Liberty statue, right?
All right.
So now
the Liberty statue is actually the sun god.
Correct.
All right.
And it was the sun god earlier, right? And then it turned into Libertas like later in time, right?
Okay.
So that's really what what I'm going from now is later in time.
Well, the question is why she changed her name. It's like
dude,
that. It's like Puffy, Diddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Puff
Daddy. They changed their name over time. So now
changing the name.
We have December 25th, right? This was given to us as a gift from France, right?
Thanks, France.
As a thank you for helping them out during their revolution, right? Now, the Liberty God is also known to be wearing this Phrygian hat or Phrygian cap.
Fertility, because it looks like a big bell head.
This is a hat that, although Phrygian caps did not originally function as liberty caps, they first came to signify freedom in the pursuit of liberty, first in the American Revolution and the French Revolution, right?
Yeah, well, of course you got to be a free person to wear that hat, because any fucking self-respecting fucking, leader would be like, you can't wear that fucking hat if I'm going to be like a, regime type person.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't let you wear that fucking hat. Look how stupid it makes our people look. So, of course, that shows freedom. Okay.
Right. Now, you know who else ironically wears that hat and ironically celebrates a day on December 25th?
Jeezy. Oh.
Santa Claus.
Oh.
The other snowman, not Jeezy. The other snowman, Santa Claus.
Oh, Santa does wear a hat that looks like that. So you're saying Santa's the sun god?
Well, what I'm saying is the people who are in control of this country, who try to get us away from Jesus, right? That you say, we talk about a lot on the show. We've had other people say, is it a coincidence that the symbol of America and the symbol of freedom throughout the world is actually the sun god, also known as Libertas later in time, whose supporters, right? Now, when you think about the revolutions that happened, there was the French Revolution, and there was also the American Revolution. Could you imagine what we would think about people today if they were revolutionists, right? Like, you would go to jail, dude. That's treason.
Hey, don't we have kind of revolutionists floating around in places?
A little bit, but
like
not in a but not no, dude. I'm talking about like real revolutionists.
Well, I mean, what are all those fucking sanctions out there in the Middle East? Aren't those all when they consider themselves to be revolutionists?
For sure, but they're not here in America.
But in America, we call them terrorists.
Well, the revolutionists.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Well, I'm saying the American revolutionists or the French revolutionists are really the German capitalists. The people who funded everything.
Now, was that allegedly?
The J.P. Morgan Chases, the Rockefellers.
Allegedly on that.
These are the people who are the descendants of the Holy Roman Empire, which is the last vestige of the old Roman Empire, who, funded both of those revolutions, are currently funding stuff in Switzerland.
Is this how I'm supposed to be reacting to this?
And probably got paid.
We can make it dope. No, I'm just wondering if my reaction is good enough for a clip on this.
I'm just wondering.
That vibe, like, did you know?
I'm wondering what you're. I'm wondering what you're thinking. Are you with it? Are you without it?
You knew I was thinking. How'd you know? Because I'm thinking all the time, dog, and I'm doing it right now. What do I think about Santa being linked to some sort of paganistic sun god?
Yeah.
Oh, Satan Claus. I mean, listen, I was with the story. I felt like it had a anticlimactic end to it.
Yeah, well, I guess I was trying to. I need to get it tighter. I need to edit
stop.
that story.
Here's the thing, because you're the one that's known to stay home. You're getting very estrangy in the way you tell stories.
I'm sorry, I was just on the road for 2 weeks. Oh,
you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. I was in Hollywood making movies.
I know you was out there in Holly Gayland.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is that, because you're in a relationship where you are not the head, you're like the neck. I'm not going to put you as the feet, but you're like the neck. And I'm saying
bottom,
that.
Is that what you're calling me?
Well, I don't know, man. I'll let you call yourself whatever it is. But I'm just saying, because of that, you're getting very estrangy in your stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in that story, you went like telling us about certain people we didn't need to know about. You're like,
I'm sorry, I had to pour a cup of coffee while you're trying to get through this one. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue. I had to get a cup of coffee.
The more testosterone you get inside you, the better your stories will
you want
be.
A push-up contest right now, dog?
You don't want to fuck with me, dog. I'm doing 8 burpees a day, dog.
Come on.
What you want to do?
Damn, 8. I can't do 8.
I'm actually.
But like, dude, you have to give me like a scale, bro, because you're so much shorter, so much lower to the ground. You know how much easier it is for you to do a burpee, a pull-up, a sit-up. There's so much, dude. The amount of energy you need to move your little body just like this. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
I know. I feel
you see
bad
a clam, right? I'm surprised that when you
like
don't open that there isn't just a pearl that shoots out of your asshole when you open up.
I feel bad for you and your lankiness.
Maybe that's what you can give everyone for Christmas, dude. You could just make some more pearls.
You're so tall. I feel like you should have more joints. I feel like I feel like you need more knees on those legs. I feel bad that you only have 2 knees. Your legs look like you should at least have 4, and you should have at least 4 elbows with those long ass lanky
I want
arms.
I want the backwards knees.
It
like
must
the
be
seagulls.
fucked up to have arms that long and you still can't scratch your shoulder, the middle of your back. You still have an itch that you still can't reach because your torso is just as lanky as your arms. Look at that shit. Look how far your hand is actually from that cup because of those long ass fingers.
Yeah.
Looks like you're holding that shit with like meat shits, the
A clear.
fucking things you flip. You flip the fucking steaks with. I bet you swim good. You know, because you got those. Yeah, that's how it is when you hold your coffee.
Tongs.
Yeah, like tongs. Your fucking fingers are so long. It looks like you're holding them with tongs. You're holding a coffee over here and you're sipping right here.
You know, we should get those little those cigarette holders, those little roach clips, some rated G roach clips, like really big ones, dude. Like those like old school like Corella Deville, like really look long and gaudy.
Yeah, to answer your question, man, 10 burpees a day. Yeah, man, not blunt these burpees. I do probably less blunts nowadays than I used to. But isn't Sun God a rapper from Wu-Tang? No, I think that's what they just called all their friends. The traveling runner, that looks like those Chaos Tupac used to wear.
Caps.
Caps. Well, those caps that Tupac used to wear. And above the rim. Which ones? The ones behind his head? The ones behind your head? That's like, is that supposed to be a coat rack? Or is that like your fucking closet as well? The back of your fucking door.
That would be a hat rack.
Hat rack. So where do you hang your jacket on the shoes, right?
Well, that's a hat rack, and then I also have a whip. I have 2 black whips hanging up there, and then baseball bat. Yeah, they're whips. I wear them as belts.
Also known as belts.
Yeah, belts, but they can be whips.
Of course, every belt could be a whip, but not every whip is a belt.
You're right, Rabbit. You're right. But then I have the that's the
and the baseball bat.
Yeah, the Manhattan security system.
My aunt used to have this bar, right? That would go down
over the door.
And they built a thing in the door. It was like they came in and professionally did this. This was like a lock that went into the floor. You put the bar into the floor, and then you put the thing, and you'd have the fucking lock like a.
Wow, must be a great neighborhood.
How paranoid, man, do you have to be for that, man?
Well, dude, what neighborhood did you live in? What year was it when you got that thing put in? 1983?
You want the answer? 2nd Avenue and 9th. St. Mark's.
What year?
I would probably say it would have to be the 50s.
Yeah, put that fucking thing in, dude. You know who they're moving down there then.
50s? I think it was like the 50s. Definitely the 60s for sure.
Woo!
That's my brother's apartment now.
Damn, dog.
You know, and it went into a lock. That's what's funny, though. It went into a lock. Like, you put that shit into a lock and then locked it behind the lock.
So what do you have to do to keep that apartment in the family? Someone else have to live in there? Because what was it, your brother living there?
Yeah.
At the time? That's what has to happen, right? You have to be living there?
Yeah.
Damn, we got to get somebody.
Yeah. Or just keep him alive with a deep fake. I could just always say I'm him.
Oh, that's true.
With a deep fake. You know.
What's his rent?
Don't let them know. I think his rent is like 8. Something like that.
2-bedroom too, Manhattan, right? Lower
beautiful.
Manhattan.
It's a beautiful apartment. Yeah.
Secure as fuck too.
Well, my aunt was a pat rack, so that it wasn't like that when she was there.
Oh.
But he earned it. She
was in the Rat Pack.
She was a hoarder. The traveling runner. My mom has a bar. She slides across the door. Yeah, like one of those. I saw one door that the middle you just turned, clack, and then the 2 bars went out.
Yeah, we always had that in our sliding door at our house, like the bar at the bottom, so you can't open it.
I feel like I should have that. I got a fucking little in the
you're
lock.
on the 3rd floor though, dude.
Yeah, but I'm in Atlantic City.
Mexicans can't climb.
I'm in Atlantic City, dog.
I know, but that's
and yes, Mexicans can climb, dude. Don't they have coconuts in Mexico too?
Yeah, but they use ladders for when they're roofing.
They climb, dog. You bugging. There's really
No,
not
dude,
much
they
a
tunnel.
Mexican can't
They
do.
tunnel, dude. They tunnel under the fence.
They're
not over.
above and they're
Under.
above and below, dog. They go above and below.
Dude, maybe
ground,
that's what
son.
the drones are. No one's made that yet. It's just Mexicans
New Mexican
coming in.
whips, new Mexican whips, dog.
It's
Just
just, dude,
riding in.
yeah. They're giving that coke in, dude.
Maybe that's what it is, man.
I hope.
Maybe it's a
dude.
big smuggling thing.
Make cocaine pure again. That's all I'm saying. Dude, I'm just tired. I'm tired. That's it. I'm tired.
I'm definitely tired too, dog. To be honest. Amazon Coke drops, dog. Yeah, I believe
Dude,
that's
right?
happening.
Make cocaine legal again.
Cocaine was legal, right? Yeah, Coca-Cola knows.
They are still the reason I believe Coca-Cola tastes so good is because they are still allowed to import coca. Only place in the U.S. that's allowed to do it. They bring it into Atlanta, and then they process it for its flavoring.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And you know that Coca-Cola is the reason why Santa Claus's shit turned red.
Well, he's the reason that he exists. Like the whole caricature that we know of Santa
Was
is
to get people to drink Coca-Cola in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that's some great marketing.
Right. And they were the ones that, like I said, the capitalists attaching themselves to to their sun god's birthday.
Yeah. Look at that. It always connects.
Traveling runner.
Not perfect, but it connects. Brazil got that Puro for super cheap.
Vamos pa allá! Vamos pa allá!
We don't condone the use of drugs here on Rated G. Okay, now what you do when we're not here is a totally different story.
But if you do want to use Wanna Bump, make sure to use promo code Rated G.
I finally finished that shit, man. It only took me like 2 years to finish.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't know why. I just did.
It's not that good.
It was all right. I don't want to put it down. I mean, I guess if that's what you're looking for, you'll get it.
Dude, I was in when I was in California, I was in a store just getting like a bottle of water or something. I was like downtown LA, and it was like a smoke shop, so they had every kind of CBD, kratom, all that sort of shit. Do you know about kratom?
Not really.
So it's a leaf, like a vine that grows in Asia, and at a low dose, it gives you kind of like a stimulant effect, but not like an Addy. It gives you like a stimulant effect, like oxycodone. When you do a little bit, it makes you a little speedy. Like before you get like a nod. Like if you're a novice, you'll get a nod, but once you start to get accustomed to it, it kind of turns into this like weird. It's like an opiate speed, right? It's strange.
I like the way you said, like, if you're a novice, like putting down someone who hasn't done drugs, like.
No. You're a novice, an amateur. I would say, a novice rather than an enthusiast, or on the highest level, an addict.
First time.
Yeah, a junkie. If you're a junkie, dude, you get the little opiate buzz. But kratom is like that, right? And kratom's had this huge surge because of fentanyl and Suboxone and everything else, right? So there's this huge market for it in the U.S. and it's unregulated because it's just a fucking vine, right? It's like tea leaves, right? It's just like eating tea leaves. But now they're making them in these fucking Listerine strips in super high dosages that you can buy at a fucking smoke shop. And I was like,
really?
Whoa, yeah.
I have no whatchamacallit to try that, man.
No, dude, I would not. No, me neither.
Any of those.
But it's crazy. Like, dude, they have this Wanna Bump. They have those things. Yeah, and that's the thing, dude.
Anything that sounds like fucking crazy, like, this voodoo. What is that voodoo?
Well, listen, dude. If you're drinking kratom tea and some powder for some Asians, I'll let it slide. But like buying some shit that's like into a fucking
I can't see a
Listerine
situation where I would be drinking kratom tea.
Yeah,
I just don't see the situation.
No, I don't see it for you either.
Yeah, I just don't see. I mean, listen, if I happen to by accident, I mean, the only time I ever did meth was by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think? You thought it was speed, or you thought it was
They told me
Molly?
it was Molly. Yeah. But I didn't even fucking touch my nipples once. But I was up for 5 days, wishing I can go to sleep, man. Just wishing I could go to sleep, man. I remember tears, just kind of, my ducts were asleep, and my eyes were open, so tears would just be rolling, and I'd be like, I'm so exhausted. Why can't I go to sleep? Demore says AZ used to go off for New Year's expecting a good crowd. To be honest, man, I don't know what goes on ever since COVID, because I don't really chill for New Year's at all. I do the show.
Oh, you bounce.
And then I go home. Yeah, I do the show and then I go home.
Trying to keep that New Year's resolution.
To not be the first murder victim of 2025, dog. I ain't playing around, man. You motherfuckers think I'm joking, man.
Oh, dude.
There's no joking, son.
I had something I forgot to tell you. The one and only Tony Rock introduced himself to me the other night at the Laugh Factory, which was very nice.
Yeah, that is cool, son.
Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Man.
And doesn't that speak volumes to the character and the good nature of Mr. Tony Rock? I was sitting with Dom, and they go back. So he said hello to Dom. You know, they chatted up for a little bit, and then he saw that I was with Dom. So he said, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Tony." And I stood up and I said, "Hey, how you doing, Brian?" He said, "Nice to meet you, man." And then he went away.
Yeah, I feel like you're lying.
No, I swear.
No,
Dude, it went down
you
just
met
like
him.
that.
I feel like you got up. You was like, "Oh my god, I know who you are. I know who you are."
I meet these famous people, and they're nothing to me.
I know who you are, man. You're Tony Rock.
Nothing.
That's what you said. You met him.
I said,
How you doing? My name's Tony. He said, please, no need to fucking introduce yourself.
You know what he said? He came
I
up to
am
me.
Brian. You probably saw me on Kill Tony.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say, dude. No. He came up and he's like, "I loved your set. It was sick. I want you to open for me, and I want you to open for me when I'm on the road." That's what he said. So I'm opening for Tony Rock.
Opening
January,
January,
February, March.
Opening those ass cheeks. I want you to open for me when I go. That shit just sounds gay. The traveling runner. That's how act when I meet Brian. That's how he's gonna act when he meets Brian. Yeah, man. Well, listen.
People get nervous. Just remember, I am the sex icon of this show. Like you might be the host and the entertainer, but like I'm the good looking one.
Hands down, man, no doubt. You're tall, lanky. Women like lanky dudes, man.
They do, especially tall. They know.
You're non-threatening. You know what I'm saying? You got that whole ambiguous thing going on. You know, is he male? Is he female? No, I don't know. No. You know,
but like he's not.
You got like, that whole. Like you got that whole feminine machismo. You know, you're sort of like a spunky lesbian in a Marvel's movie.
No,
you know
dude, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is where
you know, even your hair. Look at the way your hair. Does he comb it? Does it naturally fall like that?
Where most white women and most black women don't really want to date a Puerto Rican. They love an Italian. They love an Italians.
So now you're speaking.
Because I'm not exactly like I'm obviously I'm not black, but I'm not really white. In some circles,
obviously, that's not that you're obviously not black. It's that you're obviously white.
With the white women,
and on a white scale too, like on a white, not peach. Mm-hmm. Like if I was coloring you in a coloring book, I would actually use the color white. I wouldn't use peach. I'd use white for you. You know what I'm saying?
I would use the color Sasson for you.
Nah, you would use peach.
But they didn't put that in the Crayola box until like 2005.
For me, you would use peach. For you, I would use white. And if that was broken, I would have to go with silver.
Yeah,
I would have to go with silver. You're closer to silver than
we
you
use
are.
Olive. We use olive in my house.
You got no greenish hue. In fact, like if I didn't know better and I saw you in LA.
Is Goya a color? What's the color of the Goya malt bottle? That's a little bit.
If I didn't know you and I saw you in LA walking down the street, I would think like, oh, that dude just went to a Walking Dead audition. I wonder if he got the part. Demore says Garcia Brian can look darker than you, G. He can look darker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you put on like one of those Afro wigs.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. If we're around people who speak nothing but Spanish, I'm much better off than Gary. But if we're around people who live in the hood or from the hood, we're much better off being around Gary. That's abundantly
I don't
clear.
even know what the fuck that means. I will tell you this though, man.
That means you're better with the blacks, Gary. That's what that means. That's what that means, dude. I'm just saying, dude. You have a hat that's either too big or too small for you.
I love my black Americans, man. Love them. You know what I'm saying?
Did he just say the N-word?
I said my black Americans, man.
What?
That's just what you hear because you're a racist. Okay. Timo says, nah, in the summer Italians get dark. Dude, I get dark in the summer, man. I don't even try. What are you, crazy? I don't even try, man. I look Dominican in the summer. Motherfucker could never be darker than me. The only way he could be darker than me is if I jumped him into
dude, if I just didn't have my lights on during the day, that's the only way he could be darker than you.
Is anybody else laughing at that? Please leave in the comments if you thought anything he just said was fucking funny at all. I don't even get it. If he leaves the lights off, he's gonna be darker. No, dude, you look like a fucking. You look like a fucking whatchamacallit commercial. What's that fucking What's that hotel?
The cleft lip.
What's the hotel?
Give $1
leave the light on for you. You know what I'm saying?
Motel
if
6.
you turn off your lights and you fucking stand by the window, they're gonna think your apartment's haunted. They're gonna be like, "Who the fuck
reason
is
that they leave
ghost?
the Motel 6?
They got a ghost lesbian in there."
Dude, that's not the reason. The Motel 6 leaves the light on for you because I'm up there smoking crack. 3 a.m.
I just want to make it
$45 a night.
Rated G does not condone the use of crack cocaine.
Neither do I. But if you're gonna do it,
like talking about
if you're gonna do it, smoke it.
You remember the description that the kid from
Yes, it was delicious.
Remember from Bronxdale?
Oh, dude, yeah.
He was giving that description.
Yeah, hold on.
Like, I took a hit. Your chest starts up. And he goes, then you hear.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't gonna lie, that's the best description I ever heard of what it feels like when you smoke crack, at least from my experience. That was that's a dude right there who smoked a lot of crack for sure.
Well, dude, no, it's a guy who smoked crack once. But you know what
went to jail behind that
I
shit,
know,
bro.
but I'm just saying you'll need to smoke it once, but to be able to describe that, hold on.
You know? Well, that's true. That was probably early on before he went deep end, because that's kind of by the time you've done it so much, you kind of
crack's really at the end, dude. You never start with crack.
You forget what you're chasing.
Yeah, you never start with crack.
What do you mean you never start with crack? I've never done heroin, but I smoked crack.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
Before it was popular. Back when it was only known as base, before everybody was doing it.
Oh, sick. So that's true. That is true. That's a true joke.
We cooked our own, dude. Yeah, I've smoked woos. I used to like woos. Yeah, I've openly admitted that before.
Yeah, but I didn't put
never
that
did
together.
Heroin, never did anything with needles.
Bazooka G.
I tried dust.
Bazooka
twice.
G.
I've done a whole bunch of
How do you don't like the dust though, right?
Nah, I hated it.
I love the dust, dude.
No,
love
man,
the dust.
Hated it.
Trust, dude. You know what I say?
There were
Trust
certain
the
drugs.
Dust, dude. Trust
there
the
were
dust.
certain drugs that
as
I was on it, I was like, as I was on it, I was like, why does anybody want to feel like this? This is the worst feeling I've ever had in my life. Yeah, and that was dust.
Trust the dust.
Nah, don't trust the dust. Don't listen to this dude. Children, don't listen to this guy. He's trying to get us pulled off the internet right now for trying to endorse fucking dust on you. Dust is horrible. It's embalming. It has embalming fluid on it. Give me a fucking break.
Dude.
Okay. Get out of here with that shit, man.
Dust. I smoked dust in the tombs, dude. What?
Yeah,
dude.
People I know. You're not the only one I know.
Talk about set and setting. The tombs is not the right set.
Well, what they gonna do?
Setting, dude. What?
They're gonna lock you up. And listen, he probably.
I would do heroin, dude. Heroin before the judge.
You gotta do heroin before you go to see the judge.
Do you want to hear a really funny story? So one of my boys, when I was in rehab, one of my boys, he was in there because he got arrested, and the reason he got arrested is because he went to court for a heroin possession charge, and when he walked through the metal detector, his glasses case that was an Oakley's glasses case that he stole was made of metal. In that glasses case, he had his needles and a bundle of heroin. And it was his birthday, dude. He got arrested at court when he was going for a charge. And that's my boy Joey
That's like,
Martinez.
you ever see the video of the dude who's doing he's on a Zoom court with the judge, and he's talking to the judge, and the judge, he's in his car driving, and the judge is like, "Are you driving right now?" And the dude's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, judge, but I had to go." And he's like, "But you're being charged with driving without a license. Your license has been suspended, and you're actually driving as I'm speaking to you." Fucking insane. Fucking insane. Who the fuck is on the show tonight? Oh, I haven't seen Zach in a minute, man.
Fuck.
Yo, if you're in Atlantic City tonight, come down. Come see Zach Pickett, man. I haven't seen him in a minute. It's been a minute since he's been on the stage with us. Very excited to see my
I
brother.
didn't realize it was 7:19, bro.
Yeah, I knew, but I was enjoying the talk with you guys.
I know, it was
I
so much fun, dude. I love our show. I love you.
I love you too, brother, in a no Diddy kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
I think we can say no homo. I want to start saying no homo again.
Gay.
I mean, I kind of feel like that's not going to come back. You think?
Neither is Oriental, bro, but we're gonna fucking try.
Yeah, that might come back a lot easier. But do you think, there's a question before I go, man? Before we go, fellas, I'm asking everyone out there. Do you think there'll be a time where they don't say no Diddy and go back to no homo?
Yes, that's my answer, dude.
You do?
Yeah.
You
How
do.
about that NBA player who got fined for saying no homo? It's just so funny.
Yeah, I bet if he said no Diddy, he wouldn't have gotten signed.
But see, it's owned by the Arabs now, bro. It's owned by the Saudis, so I don't know why they're. I thought they'd be cool with no homo.
I mean,
They are very no homo.
yeah, or very closeted. I don't know. Who's to tell? You know who knows? Male prostitutes.
And
Those
you
are
know
the
who knows
guys
some
to ask.
prostitutes?
Those are the guys to ask. They would know. You know what I'm saying?
You say those are the guys.
You want to know? You want to know who
ass?
knows all the real dirt? Male prostitutes. Female prostitutes have dirt, but they don't have the real dirt because, so what? You get busted with a prostitute. But you get those trans prostitutes, those male prostitutes, they got
I know.
the
They're the
dirt.
ones fucking the powerful guys.
They're the ones dying and no one knows.
Yeah.
They
You
just
know why I'm never
disappear.
going to be president?
They just
I don't fuck
disappear.
male prostitutes.
Traveling runner. Diddy knows. Yeah, Diddy knows some things, man, but Diddy don't know all the things. Diddy didn't know not to go up against fucking BlackRock, and now look where he's at, allegedly. Now I sound like fucking this chick. Allegedly. Let me Hey guys, if you want to follow me, go to Gary G. Garcia at Gary G. Garcia on Instagram, YouTube. Follow Brian at Brian T. Licata. If you want to see if I'm playing an AC, which I probably am, go to acjokes.com. Check out the lineup because I'll be on it. That's for sure, man. And if you're still looking for something to do this New Year's, man, we got the New Year's show going down. I'm headlining it. Come on out and enjoy the fucking ring in the new year with me. And let's see if I reach my goal to not be the first murder victim of 2025. Let's see what happens. Love you guys, man.
Peace.
Pieces.
Gay.